Hey, what's going on, G-Ballers? Today we are taking a look at knives that come in under $200 and would make a fantastic EDC knife. I have a little something for everyone today. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome to G-Ball Vision. Let me know down in the comments what your carry is for today. We're going to kick the video off with the Concept Bison. This is a Ray Laconico design. Came out earlier in 2025. They come in just under $200 at $195 and $199 depending on the variant that you're looking at. These are available, and I'll have links to this knife and the rest of the knives you see in today's video down in the description. We are looking at 4 1/4 of S35VN on that clip point blade, and it is a beautiful blade shape. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment, a full titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip. The action on this is beautiful all the way around, the open and close. I love how we have this integrated guard here. It just really gives you a secure grip, and if you're someone who enjoys a larger folding knife, the Bison is going to be very hard to beat. Next up, we have the Kershaw Launch 21. I have a little something for everyone today. We have an out the side auto here, and this is going to be USA made. We are looking at $170, which is a fantastic price point for this knife, considering that it's USA made, considering that it's using CPM M4 tool steel, which is a phenomenal steel. It's a great size. We're looking at 8.4 overall, 3.5 inches of cutting edge aluminum handles here, and we also have some sort of ply texture here like a G10 material. We have a deep carry clip that is integrated well, and that is going to carry nice and deep. It is reversible for lefties out there, and we even have a lanyard hole for the lanyard fans. The action is very good. Is it the best in the world? You know, maybe not, but just all things considered, it's very smooth. When you push the button, the blade's going to come out very nicely. This has been one of my favorite knives of the entire year so far, and it's most likely going to make it to the end of the year as one of my favorite knives under 200. Now, most of these knives will be above the price point of $150 because I just did a previous video last week of knives under $150, and if you want to see that, I will have that down in the description as well, along with videos on knives under $150 if you're interested in those. Now, this particular knife is going to be on the lower end of our price point today, coming in at $159, but I think this is an awesome value here. The Vosteed Schillen cutter with the carbon fiber handle, not the G10, so $159. They also have an aluminum variant that is at $149, so a very good deal in that regard too. We are looking at 2.9 inches of LMAX steel here. Beautiful detent on this knife, full flat grind. Talk about the ultimate utility style blade shape. You have that really low kukri drop point style blade, dual thumb studs, rear flipper and front flipper for the deployment, so there's no loss of options here. Carbon fiber for the handle material, and it is some very good stuff. We have aluminum anodized backspacer and pivot collar here, a deep carry clip, and that is going to be right hand carry only. And we do have a lanyard hole for the lanyard fans, and the cherry on top is going to be, this is sporting the Vanker lock, which is their pivot based button lock, and that's going to give you a very strong, dependable and durable lock, and it's going to be fun and fidgety. It's going to be finger safe. Just a flat out phenomenal EDC knife. Next up, we have the Katuo Knives Mini Griffin coming in just under $200. I really like this knife, and I like the older brother to this knife, or the bigger brother to this knife, even more so. We're looking at 2.9 inches of M390. We have a beautiful finish to that harpoon drop point blade. Huge sharpening choil here, large cutout for deployment, along with a front and rear flipper here again. Beautiful detent in this knife, and yes, it is a button actuated liner lock. You don't have access to the liner in this case, so it is button only, but the older brother, which is $50 more, you can access the liner, and it's going to be quite a bit bigger. We have a full titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip. The pocket clip is reversible for lefties, and they include a nice filler tab. We even have a lanyard hole built in, integrated into that backspacer, and a nice little carbon fiber inlay here on both sides. Coming in under 200 bucks from Katuo. I like this knife quite a bit. As I said, the Griffin V3, the larger brother to this knife, is even better in my opinion. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 in this case, and we're talking about the Kaiser Feeweed. Now, there are a ton of different versions of this knife at this point. We have one that comes in around 180, and there's like 4 versions that come in between the 180, 190 price point. This one in particular up top here is coming in Z-Wear. Beautiful clip point blade for both. Satin finish on this one. You have these triangular studs and a front flipper for the deployment. Both are going to be sporting titanium handles with inlays. In this case, it's titanium. In that one, it is going to be carbon fiber. And you also have a titanium backspacer and pocket clip. You have an integrated lanyard post here. These are going to be right-hand carry only. You have good access to the lock bar. The action on both of these is fantastic. Now, there will be a little asterisk next to this version here. This is a special edition with Kaiser and Star Wars. I don't know if it's Star Wars branded, but this is Star Wars themed. I don't think it's Star Wars branded. It's just Star Wars theme. And these are going to come in at $229, so just over the price point that we have allotted, and those are going to be coming in LMAX. So you have Z-Wear options, and you also have S90V, S35, and S45. The price will adjust according to which version, but there's also 3 other versions of the Star Wars themed knives that will be in varying price points from $199 up to the $229 like this one here. And as I said, I have a little something for everyone in this video. We have the Axial Alpine version 2 here. This is going to be fully USA made. There's 3 different blade shapes. They come in about $190, so just under our $200 price point. They come with this beautiful Taco Kydex sheath. It also comes with an Ulti clip, so that is a nice expense that's integrated into the fixed blade itself. It does come with a lanyard and a titanium bead. You have G10 handles, and as I said, they come in 3 different blade shapes. We're going to be looking at MagnaCut for the blade steel, so that is phenomenal in regards to the materials versus the price here and where it's being made. You're going to be looking at 6.9 overall with a 3.2 inch cutting edge. And as far as the MagnaCut goes, they are going to be hitting that at like 63, I think, for the fixed blades. They do the fixed blades a little lower than their OTFs, just because these will have more toughness as far as what these are good at, and then the autos are going to be more for edge retention. I think they're 63, 64, or 62, 63, and then the autos are 63, 64. So you're going to be getting a good product from Axial. This is one of my favorite true pocketable EDC fixed blades that has come out over the last couple of years. Next up, we have the Spyderco Para 3 here. Now, on Amazon right now, they have the Spyderco Para 3 at $180 for a satin finish crew wear blade and micarta handles. That is a fantastic price at $180. These are going to be USA made. This version here has the DLC crew wear blade with the black G10 handles. They're the smooth version, but the canvas micarta also looks really good. Almost tempting for me to pick it up if I didn't already have this one here. Comes with their standard clip but you can put Lynch clips, MXG clips. If you're looking for a phenomenal USA made knife that is going to get the job done, and you're going to get some of the best, if not the best, heat treatments on your blades in the entire industry, then the Parrot 3 is definitely an option to consider. Now, next up, we have the Tuya Wrath version 2. But in the case of what I'm going to be referring to in this video here is going to be the fact that these come in at $190, and the version I'm talking about on Tuya's website has a true DLC finish. So that is going to be a nice change from the really nice satin finish we have here, but the satin DLC sounds really good also, especially at $190. We are looking at S90V for the blade steel here, and about 3 1/4 of the S90V coming in at 7.8 inches overall, so it's a really good size. Full titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip. Not going to be left-hand friendly. Great access to the lock bar with a chamfer and jimping. That is exactly what we want to see right there. Beautiful carbon fiber inlay on both sides. The pocket clip works really well. This is definitely a hidden gem in the knife world at that price. Next up, we have a knife coming in from Concept, and we could have a bunch of concepts on this list for 2025 and 2024 for that matter, but I'm talking about the Thunderhead here. This is a KC Spear-On design. We're looking at a price point for this particular one at about $197. We are looking at 3.6 inches of S35 VN. Nice satin finish on this fella. I've actually been using this on and off for the last couple of weeks. We have a nice large cutout and front flipper for the deployment. The acoustics are amazing on this version right here on this knife, I've heard. The detent is beautiful for the cutout and the front flipper. We're looking at milled titanium handles and a carbon fiber inlay on both sides. Liner locks, so lefties and righties don't have to worry about locking yourself out. Great access to that liner, and there is a nice chamfer on there, very easy to get to and disengage. That milled titanium clip will be reversible for lefties. This is one of the best knives that Concept has put out all year, and that is really saying something because they've had some awesome ones. Next up, we have the Artisan Cutlery Prime here. These are going to come in just under 200 bucks. We're looking at 3 inches of S90V with their beautiful satin sand polish finish. Got that sheep's footy blade. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment. I've always considered this kind of a utility gentleman's knife or a utility gent knife. We have a really nice micro milled titanium lock side and a milled tie clip, titanium backspacer, and then we have a nice thick micarta slab here, and there is an insert there to give it even more rigidity. Great access to that lock bar with a chamfer. The action on this is absolutely stunning. Really strong detent. The studs are done and placed well, and the closing action is equally good. Nice and smooth. Just a great mid-size knife in S90V. Going to be a great cutter for you for a long time. Next up, we have the CMB Made Knives Braveman here, and this is going to come in on the lower end of our price point here again, about $165 for this knife right here, and that's an awesome price point. Listen to what we are looking at here. So for the blade steel, we have S35 VN. We are looking at 8 inches overall. And this bad boy has a 3.5 inch blade here, or at just a little bit more. And we are going to be looking at a drop point with a hand satin finish. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment, and they are nice and oversized. Proper stepping, nice sharpening choil, full titanium handle, backspacer, and a milled clip. The crossbar lock on this is phenomenal, guys. CMB does such a great job with their knives. Lanyard hole down there for the lanyard fans, and this is going to be right-hand carry only. Sadly, definitely should have been left-hand friendly, but if you're right-handed, then it don't much matter. This is a fantastic value and build right here. Next up, we have the Vosteed Knives Valand, another Ray Laconico design. He has been on absolute fire this year. These are going to come in about $179. Now, this particular version is in stock somehow, but the other ones that are in stock, or the other ones that were created, are completely out of stock. So if you like this one, they do have this one in stock, but there's not very many of them left. So if they're gone by the time you're seeing this video, I'm sorry about that. At $179 though, we are going to be looking at S35VN for the blade steel, about 3 inches here on that clip point blade. We are looking at just under 7 inches overall. We have a nice thumb stud here for deployment, along with a front flipper, dual thumb studs. We have a titanium handle, open construction with a couple of standoffs, and then a milled titanium clip. The action on this is exactly what you would expect from Vosteed. Nice and snappy, and the closing action has been breaking in. I tightened up the pivot a little bit on this one, but breaking in very beautifully, and for a mid-sized knife, it's one that I've really enjoyed. Next up, we have another one here that's going to have just a little asterisk next to it, because when I first created the outline for this video, this knife was coming in at $200 with a coupon. So it's going to flow between $200 and $220. And right at this exact moment, it is at $220. And I'm talking about the Miguron Moyero. And even at $220, I think that is a very fair price. We are going to be looking at 3 1/4 of M390, a beautiful hand satin on that drop point. Large 50-50 area here, and we have a cutout for the deployment. The detent on this is splendid. We have a full titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip here along with the hardware, and then we have a carbon fiber inlay here on both sides. That is going to be aluminum infused carbon fiber. Nice clean show side on the blade. This is a really good size in my opinion. It's really hard to beat Miguron, especially between the $140 and $200 mark. They just do a little bit extra with their designs. The micro milling, really beautiful looking stuff. The hand satin, really good build quality. This is a great knife, and they also have this in a $50 version as well in 14C and micarta, so you can kind of go to both ends of the spectrum here with the Moyero. Next up, you've been saying that you want a solid button plunge lock knife. Well, the best one that I've ever found still remains to this day, the Hogue EX01 here. USA made by Hogue, coming in about $180. That's what I paid for it a year and a half ago, or no, that was 2022. So like 3 years ago, actually. And we're going to be looking at a USA build, 3.5 inches of Hogue's 154 cm, which is good stuff. We have dual thumb studs here for the deployment. Excellent thumb studs. Remind you of cold steel, just very well done. And as I said, this is the best button plunge lock action off of studs that I have ever felt in the last several years. Just an awesome, awesome knife. You can see how robust and how large that plunge lock actually is. And that is a huge detail that is missing from a lot of plunge lock knives. This is going to give you a sturdy, solid lockup. They even have a secondary lock here that is rolling on a ball bearing, so you get a nice tactile click when you push it up, and you do have to push it up. It's not just going to slide up on you. The action on this, it really feels like there's somehow a detent in there. It's just so satisfying. We're looking at aluminum handles here, and it's going to almost have an integral look because of how they meet up back here, and that is going to give it a backspacer effect and make this a very comfortable knife. And you have this nice 50-50 area here, so you can choke up behind that screaming sharp edge. And you do have a standard lower mounted steel pocket clip, but you can change that out with other clips. I've always felt that, you know, it is a little goofy looking, the spoon clip, but one thing, it works extremely well in and out of the pocket, and the ergonomics because of that clip are splendid. So there's a reason why they did this clip. It's going to carry well. It's going to be easy to get out of your pocket, and it has very comfortable ergos. So I've always left it be. Next up, we have another one coming in from Concept. And as I said, they could have a bunch of knives on this list, and they did have a couple, and that's because they have had an awesome year so far. This is the Concept Tipper. These are going to come in at $177. We are looking at 3.4 inches of S35 VN on that crazy Tanto blade. Nice satin finish. Sharpening choil is good to go. Thumb stud action. This is a really good size and a really unique blade shape that just seemingly works really well. This is based off of Edgy Blade Works' own custom knife, and that is why we have the Tipper here. Full titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip. I would have loved to have seen a full-length backspacer here. I think that would have just really sealed the deal for this knife. But if you're looking for something with premium materials that's well done, but also has a very unique aesthetic, but still going to get the job done, the Concept Tipper is going to definitely be one I would check out. And potentially one of the best deals on this list is going to be the Kaiser Hawk here. Now, this one's going to be coming in at $209. We are looking at a polished DLC M390 sheep's foot blade. We have a beautiful cutout here and rear flipper for the deployment. This is actually on a new detent post that Kaiser tried out with the Hawk here, and it works really good. It's a strong post, but the break in the knife is amazing. So you get really good, satisfying action out of this knife, whether you're using the cutout or you're using the flipper tab. We have titanium handles here that have a ton of micro milling in them. Beautiful blacked out pivot collar there, titanium backspacer, milled titanium clip, and this thing is a beautiful size. Depending on what you're looking for, as far as whether it's made in America or where it's made, or you're looking at material choices, as far as materials, fit and finish, this one is really hard to beat. M390 with a satin DLC done 60 to 62, a titanium handle with micro milling and titanium accents, beautiful build quality at $209. That is a fantastic deal, but there are some USA made knives as well that are going to be up there in price. Not going to have quite the slam effect that maybe this knife does, but you're going to be getting superb fit and finish and quality out of those materials. I'm interested to hear your thoughts and opinions. Where do you lie? Somewhere in the middle, possibly. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to share this video and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people, and that gets more people into the knife world and gets more eyes on the channel here, and I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release videos like this every single day. I'd love to have you here. I'm going to pop a couple of videos up. Go check one of the ones you haven't seen out yet. Something like that. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.